Good day. So today I will be teaching you how to use Dotstorming as a form of mind map. So I will start a new wall and I will work inside the updating workspace and I'll create a wall. You can see here that we can make the wall private, means it's not shareable, and we can also share our Dotstorm mind map or our Mindstorm wall to other via email invitation or via link. It's easier for us to share it via link, and we can also adjust the access of every people who will enter. You can also see here that we can add a password to make sure that no one else outside from our team or outside of our community will be able to enter our mind map without us knowing. So basically, I will add here and it will open the wall of the dot storm. Now, many have been asking me, how do we create a mind map? So I won't be saving this and I'll teach you how to use this one. You can see here, rectangle, a rounded rectangle, circle, and triangle. This option helps you choose for the color that you want to do. So this also adds an image if you want to highlight particular image or particular, let's say, videos that you have searched so far. So I will close this one and let's start with creating the header. Use this for creating headers. The very first thing that we have to understand when creating a mind map is that everyone should be guided by the rules of our mind map. So we normally use the black in order to highlight that we are making headers. Example, how to, or I'll make it capital, how to use mind map. Okay, so this is my first point. So in here, I will give some rules that will help everyone. And I will be adding here, use this for making comments. So basically, if we are working on a mind map with a group of people around, can be minimum of 2 and more, you can also see here that there's this 3 dots in order to lock our card so it's not movable compared to other cards. So right now, I will also lock this and I'll give suggestions on how to make or how to use our mind map. First is that put all your ideas depending on the topic. So any idea is possible. Either we want it fun, we want it melodramatic, fun ideas. We can also add, yeah, drama or dramatic ideas depending on the actual thought that we are thinking of. So as you can see here, you can also edit cards that you can move, but you cannot edit, okay? You cannot edit cards that you have locked. If you want to unlock all of them at the same time, you can click the 3 lines here and unlock all. And in here, you can see that I have created put all your ideas. So I have here 2 kinds of ideas that I would like to highlight. And I can cluster them in order to make sure that they are, okay, see. So this clustering actually helps in making sure that our ideas are organized. So right now, since we are done in making comments, okay, we'll use a different color for final, let's say, input or data. Now we're going to use the yellow color for the final input or data that we're going to include in our mind map. So let's say, for example, this is our first header, but we want another header for final thoughts. So you can see here that if it's black, it's kind of hard to look at it, but then as long as you highlight it like this, you'll be able to read what you have typed. So I'll put this here and I'll add here final thoughts. Using this card, first header. So this is going to be my first and second header. And the data that you want. And if you want them linked, you can actually connect them one by one. But then, as you've noticed here, I used yellow for the connection, which is kind of hard to look at. So let's use black and try to connect all of our cards. So you can see here that we have our final thoughts going to the first header, to the second header, and all of our ideas is not actually affecting them. So next color that we can actually use is this ongoing. So use this color for ongoing, let's say projects or ongoing ideas, something that you are actually practicing already, but you think should be also included for your mind map. Now, when we choose these colors, we should also make sure that everyone, okay, rules for using the mind map. Everyone is aware of the different tools that you are going to implement. This is also to make sure that everyone is aligned and everyone should follow on the different colors that you will be using. So let's say, for example, I have here the third header as an ongoing idea or a project already. So third header in here, and I have to connect it here. So next is the last color. Sorry, use this for canceled ideas. We all know that we have been implementing ideas that we have to either change or totally stop because they're no longer serving the purpose of what we need when we started our activity. So let's say, for example, I have with the fourth header as a canceled idea. So basically, this is what will happen to our mind map. Now, I have here already the first, second, third, and the fourth header. We can now include the different uh, projects inside or what are we doing before that should follow our current mind map. So in here, how to use mind map, we can also add here, let's say, another comment. Okay, header one or first header ideas. We can cluster it again and add, let's say, let's put um, theories. Okay, well, it depends on the subject that you're teaching or depends on the actual usage of this one. So if you're using the mind map for project creation, you have to make sure what are the main points for the project. Okay, so right now I would like to give you guys an idea of how mind map introduced the different walls. So in here, I have here an example of a wall to get you started and to give you uh, a rough idea of how you can fully maximize Dotstorming as an app. This is actually good for your students. Basically, I've been using this for my students as well because most of them have really good ideas, but they can't formulate. Let's say they can't organize it in such a way that it will be more relevant to the topic we're having. So this is also the reason why I introduced them to that storming in order to give them an idea of how to organize their thoughts without sacrificing all of the different ideas that they have, especially whenever we're creating games. So that's it for today. Thank you.